Yes. The devil's in the details, and he is going down to Georgia. Indeed. And I have proof. He's here, and he's going to run in 2028. Because we all know old camel toe isn't going to be able to make it, and we have proof of that too. And Trump may be the next president in 2028. It's all here. It's all here. Let's look at what's happened over the last 24 hours. Number one, Tulsi Gabbard came out and hammered a bunch of deep state operatives and kicked them out. The media right now is saying, oh, she's clamping down on the people that did the Russia hoax. No, guys, that hammer has not hit yet. These people are not part of the Russia hoax. So who did she kick out of the security clearances? Talk about it. And they hate you. More proof that the Democratic Party absolutely hates citizens. They are trying to redistrict, rerun, reorganize, redemograph the entire United States. More proof of that they hate you. And the devil goes down to Georgia. Oh, indeed. He's out there. He's running around, and he's wild. And I've called it. Elon backs down. And we'll talk about that just a little briefly. Not trying to gloat, just pointing out Elon would have to come to his senses. He doesn't have a choice. And going over some wins. Fat cats are losing weight. Trump for 2028. And the Epstein files actually come out. And a little revival is happening. So what's happening with Tulsi in this Russiagate clearance issue? What the media is claiming is that these 37 intel officials clearances that they've yanked out were part of the Russia hoax, and Tulsi's hammering on that. That is not true. That is 100% not true. There's been several stories coming out on that, and that is not the case. It's looking like, from the best I can tell, about 3 of the people that lost their security clearances were involved in the Russia hoax. I do not think that is why they were kicked off. It sounds more to the fact that these are people that have confirmed to be leaking the anonymous sources stuff out to the media, specifically to undermine the federal government. It's a whole conversation about leaking and what's appropriate and what isn't appropriate. But the fact is, these people were doing it intentionally to undermine the Trump administration during his first term. And specifically to leak out things that were false to the deep state operatives under Project Mockingbird for the media. If you don't know Project Mockingbird, it's basically the deep state, the CIA controlling media outlets. If you don't believe me, go look it up. And yes, it's still operating right now. Tulsi Gabbard has confirmed Project Mockingbird is still alive and well. So hopefully, my guess is that a lot of these 37 security clearances that were pulled were actually part of a deep state cover for Project Mockingbird. It's not the Russia hoax. That is still to come, guys. Indictments have not gone out. They've only been doing the subpoenas, only been doing basically interviews, depositions. They haven't even done depositions, actually. The Russia hoax, the hammer for that is not here yet. This is purely trying to get operatives they know that's part of the deep state that are leaking information to the press and leaking information out. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to tighten up and get people out who are evil and undermining the administration. That's what they're doing on this. This is not Russiagate. Yeah, they're saying that is not true. All right. Proof that they hate you. Illinois governor extends funding to illegals for education. Yep. So people who basically jump over the border, who jump the line, are now stealing taxpayer dollars specifically to go to school on your dime. That's what they're doing. They're taking your money and going to school. Isn't that nice? Don't you feel good about supporting people who never paid a dime in the system and you didn't have a say over it? So the horrible governor of Illinois now extended this program that they have, and they do have it in Texas. So this is the interesting part. Texas is now repealing it, but Bondi is already suing Texas, and Texas is allowing it to go forward. So they could go ahead and just destroy the program, but they're allowing it to go forward. Why? Because the court case that will go to the Supreme Court will destroy the aid that is currently set up within Illinois and California and probably other states as well. I believe Colorado is another one that are going to illegals. So allowing this court case to go that is doing this current program in Texas to go before the Supreme Court will allow then a federal ban on this type of stuff where they're taking your taxpayer dollars, my taxpayer dollars, and giving it to illegals to go to school. Just insane. So hopefully this will stop this year. by getting the SCOTUS to get off their butts and do something about it. And let's get down to the devil going down to Georgia. Bondi has slapped Gavin Newsom across the face really hard. Not just Gavin Newsom, but she's specifically targeting him. Why? Because Gavin Newsom is gearing up for 2028. Rumors and rumblings are coming out that he indeed, we kind of all saw it coming, this horrible, horrible human being who has run California into the ground is now going to be running for the most supreme post in the entire world, the President of the United States, and he's gunning for it. Campaign organization has already supposedly started. There's rumors that it's there. Funding for it has definitely already started. So he's gearing up and he's going out. Not only that, he's not even in California. He's stumping around. He's running around, going through different places and basically doing speeches, trying to drum up support for his run for the White House, which is absolutely insane. Why is it insane? Because again, this human piece of excrement has essentially set up what happened in Florida with the deaths of 3 people, 2 30-year-olds and a 50-year-old on the interstate, where he is giving coverage to illegals to go out and work and undermine the American worker. And not only that, kill people. Because guess what? Illegals kill more people on the road, 3 times as many people, and 11 times more likely to be in an accident. Don't believe me? Go look in yesterday's stream, cover it all very clearly using National Highway Traffic Safety data. It's all there if you go look it up and do the math. Now, what this does is Gavin Newsom is now putting on notice by Bondi. This is really sweet. For too long, sanctuary jurisdiction policies have undermined this necessary cooperation and obstructing federal immigration enforcement, giving aliens cover to perpetuate crimes in our communities and evade the immigration consequences that federal law requires. This is the supremacy clause. Federal government says, hey, we've got laws in place that you cannot give funding cover for illegals. States like, well, we're going to do it anyway. No, federal law supersedes state law, and they are flouting this. Okay? Individuals operating under the color of law using their official position to obstruct federal immigration enforcement efforts and facilitating or inducing illegal immigration may be subject to criminal charges. She is calling out the governors and mayors of these sanctuary cities and states and saying, look, if you don't stop it, we are going to start prosecuting. I hope they do this. I think this right now is a lot of saber rattling. But if they do this, this would be huge. This would be serious charges going for elected officials to basically destroy them. That would be amazing. Talk about Biden weaponizing government. This is legit weaponizing where these people are breaking the law and they're going to be held accountable. But watch the left absolutely crumble and cry about this. You hear that, rainbow hair? They're coming for your leaders. That's hilarious. Any sanctuary jurisdiction that continues to put illegal aliens ahead of American citizens can either come to the table or see us in court. What I think is going to happen is that they're not going to arrest them. They're going to do what is expected to be done, and they're going to sue these states first. They're going to sue the states and try to get SCOTUS to hammer down on them. I don't think they're actually going to arrest anyone because I don't think the Republicans have enough political clout and credibility to hammer this home, even though they are legit breaking the law. I would love to see it, but frankly, guys, we know it's probably not going to happen. However, there's some good news. Once Trump sent in the military, D.C. folded like a lawn chair. They are now working with the federal government on immigration authorities. And there have been threats from Trump and Leavitt that Trump may use this strategy on other sanctuary cities and states. That's a threat. Again, I don't think he can do this, or if he does, it has to be very temporary. I, again, love to see it. Again, you're seeing 20% decline in violent crime in D.C. The D.C. residents, as far as they can tell, love it. They're absolutely for it. It was like 90% approval of the decline in crime in D.C. So blue hair, sorry, not blue hair. Rainbow hair, what you got? You ain't got nothing, do you? This is who she's calling out. These are the specific states on the federal website that Bondi is calling out. So she's already got her target list, and it's a target-rich environment. Looking good. Looking good. Is your state on there? I hope so, because I hope that you have some sort of recourse for this, because this would be great to see these states be held accountable. Come on, SCOTUS, do your job. And what does this portend? That's right. Zohan. Yeah, he's Zohan to me. Remember the Zohan? He is winning, as far as it is right now in the polls, for the mayor of New York. This is absolutely insane. and we are going to be at a huge loss for this. He's a race baiter. He's a communist. He is an evil man. And New York, I pray for your soul if you guys elect this man, because you are in for some very hard times. But this man, this evil demon, is winning right now in the polls. All right, let's get into some things that I've called out. So, what was it, like a month ago? Feels like a year. I think it was about a month ago, getting close to a month and a half. Elon threatened and said that he would start up his own party. He did an X poll where a large bunch of participants voted and said that they did want to indeed have a new party, the America First Party, essentially. However, he's now begun backpedaling. Why is he backpedaling? Because, again, Elon Musk, he's a dog with a bone. The moment they destroyed his family, they being the leftist cult, destroyed his family with wokeism, destroyed his son, he bit into that bone and he's not going to let go. The man's on the spectrum, he's locked on target, and I knew eventually and hoped that he would come back to his senses and see what is his goal. His goal is to destroy the woke left, the insanity communist cult that is destroying this country. And he's backpedaled from what he was initially wanting to do and realizing that if he did this, it was going to undermine his ultimate goal, which is destroying the communist cult that is now permeating the society with gender ideology and critical race theory. It's just evil, and he sees it, and he is realizing, hey, I've got to work with him. It's now rumored he's buddying up with Vance, because Vance is, of course, number one for going up in 2028. Or is Vance? Polling has come out. I want to segue to that before we go back to the other one. That, guess what? If the election was held, Trump would win in another landslide against Camel Toe. So this could be your next president in 2028. Are you excited? I'm excited. This would be hilarious. Just simply to watch people's brain melt on the left, knowing that they have nothing they can do about it. Because frankly, we know who's really in control, and it's not them. All right, people. For those people who can't get off their butts and walk their dogs, Fido can get Ozempic. I mean, so we want to make our pets have stomach problems and make them go blind too? Isn't there a class action lawsuit going up against Ozempic? Oh yeah, there is. I don't know who has to hear this, but if your pet is fat, you have control over that. You are the one that is causing that. You are the one in control, not your pet. Okay? Do not put your pet on drugs. Walk your dog. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. DOJ is going to start handing over Epstein files to Congress, according to the House Oversight Committee. Representative James Comer is saying that he is going to take the DOJ Epstein files, start going through and releasing the information. What information this is, I have no idea. We keep getting our ropes pulled. We keep getting, look over here. Oh, nope, it's over here. Nope, it's over here. I don't know if we'll ever see the truth, guys. But the Dems are now supposedly on board. When you had an Obama judge block the release of grand jury testimony, now the Democrats are saying, oh, wait, no. We will vote to release the Epstein files. What's going on? Like, so much flip-flopping from both sides of the party. What is in those things that the Democrats don't want it released? They do want it released. The Republicans lie about it being released, and then now they want to release it. I don't know what's going on, but it'd be great to send some PDFers to the wood chipper. That's all I know. So, we'll see. And let's get some good news, guys. So some really, really, really good news. And this isn't just about the UK. This is about the US too. This is a broader trend. This is also happening in China, where they're claiming miracles, and there's some legit awesome stuff coming out of China as well, where the good news is spreading. Even in the Middle East, Christianity is spreading throughout the globe, and not the woke Christianity that is fake and blasphemous, but real, legit, good home Southern Christianity. Yes, Bible-thumping Christianity. Belief in God is exploding among Britain's youth, surging nearly 200% in 4 years. Decades, Christianity was on decline. By 2021, just 4 years ago, guys, Christians had fallen to the minority in England and Wales. Does anybody not know their history? Ever heard of the King James Bible? Ever heard of orthodoxy and splitting off from the Catholic Church? Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. YouGov's tracker shows belief in God among 18 to 24-year-olds has rocketed from 16% to 45% in 4 years. Church attendance is rising too, with nearly 6 million worshipers gathering monthly, up from only 3.7 million. Almost double. This is fantastic. What's even more shocking, priests say young people are turning away from woke churches and back to tradition, discipline, and liturgical worship. Yep. It's kind of like when you read the Constitution, you don't want to interpret it and do the woke ideology into the Constitution, reinterpret it. That's what the wokies doing with their blasphemous stuff in the church, where you got LGBTQ pastors trying to spin the Bible and blasphemy. You know blasphemy's awful, guys. I don't want to see what's going to happen to you. And again, speaking about heaven, if heaven ain't like Dixie, that's right. That is the General Electric Lee. Indeed. Yep. I mean, that's just hilariously awesome. Get over your racist stuff, guys. I mean, think what you want to think about the rebel flag. It's still just awesome seeing the General Electric Lee. That's some funny stuff. Well, that's where I'm going to leave you guys. Dig you later. Mouthy out.